one thing about Korea, when I think of Korea, I'm not that interested in traditional culture, fan dances and the palaces. I mean, that's the stuff that it's interesting to some people, and it's interesting for the first 2 weeks when you're here. But I wanted to get into something deeper. But to me, that's Korea. That's the real Korea. When you can get into something deep and real.
In fact, when I try to follow the feeling of the person that I get, my first impression, a lot of people on the street, when you see them, they are sending a signal. I think my street photography documentary background makes my street fashion photography more honest. So I think that's the one difference people see in the photography. To me, I just try to see people who are attractive as they are in their natural environment, in their natural clothes. So you walk around and you see a person who has confidence, they're wearing interesting clothes, it's really easy to pick them out and say, hey, I want to take your picture, because they're showing something to the world.
그래서 혹시 찍어도 되면 찍어도 돼요? 그 사진을.
지금요?
예, 지금 길거리에서 스트리트 패션 사진 찍는 거예요. 예. As a street photographer, automatically your eyes go to women. Women here dress themselves up. They decorate themselves. They're colorful. It's almost like neon lights. So in terms of being a photographer, having a male gaze, it's natural to go in that direction. I think, Korean women on the street are the fashion leaders. They're the forefront of what I think is, definitely, the next wave, the Korean fashion wave. If there is any wave, it'll start in the streets, right? Taiwanese people, Chinese people, right? Vietnamese people, they notice what Korean women wear, right? They're watching too, right? So I think definitely if there's a brand image to follow, to define, it's definitely around Korean women and their fashion. I find the real Korea in the streets. This is one of the most interesting places to photograph. It's one of the most interesting mixes of culture, modern and old, and I just can't think of anything else that best defines Korea as the streets here. This is the real Korea for me.